Hey, good morning everyone. Welcome to Marathon Mondays with Mal. We just got done shooting our Monday show, and this is a pre-recorded episode because we wanted to show you the latest from Marathon. Coach 1369 behind us, a brand new X3. It's a 2023 Marathon bunk coach, so I'm excited to show you this coach. So take a look at that exterior. Let me know what you think. I love this coach. I'm so excited to show you the inside, but look at how dynamic this exterior is, you guys. John and I are gonna walk around the whole thing, and then I'm gonna do an air dump. I wanna show you how much travel when you drop all the air out and how much that the coach completely comes down. So that's pretty cool. But stick with us because we're gonna go inside Coach 1369. I also like the backside of this one. Another thing that stands out are the painted slide out rooms. It really flows with the paint job. Yeah, very cool. That's what we do, you guys. We keep turning out beautiful marathons. Right behind John, you'll see a couple of new shells. Those are the next victims going down to the paint team. But this one, 1369, this is pretty cool. John, I'm gonna jump inside and do an air dump so that you can see this thing get slammed. Right now we're at travel height. And then if I get in here and go to the valid leveling system, I'm just gonna do an air dump. Go to manual and drop the air. And you will see the coach drop significantly. Several reasons to do this. Number one, and probably not the most important, but it just looks cooler, laying low. Another reason is ease of getting in and out. Now, once it's down like that, then you can go to a system of leveling it. You can take a look and make sure that it's leveled correctly. But I'm going to bump it right back up to travel. And now those airbags are going to fill back up with air and put us back up to a travel height to show you the inside. All right, John, I'm going to follow you in the coach, John. Take a look at that entry. The entry door is beautiful. This coach has a really cool vibe to it. It's very modern. It's not, I don't want to say very modern, but it's modern. Oh, John, and look at the lighting here on the entry. See that indirect lighting behind those panels? I really dig that. That's something that Marathon's been doing for a bit. But I really like the modern vibe that 1369 has. X3 double slide, you guys, and this is a bunk coach. The popularity of Marathon's bunk coaches is something that's really taken off over the last couple of years. But this is a beautiful coach, and John's giving you a great shot of the salon and galley and dinette right now. Pretty sweet jackknifing sofa behind the driver on the driver's side. Of course, that L-shaped dinette. The L-shaped dinette, as you well know, or maybe you don't, it's got this squared off dinette table here, which is great. It also telescopes in and out, but it also pivots in and out for ease. But take a look at this. When you've got someone else here that needs to sit down at the dinette and you need that additional space, there it is right there. And it comes out significantly. It adds a good amount of space for what is probably going to be a fourth person in that dinette over there. And then when you don't need it, it's tucked away. That's great. As you know, in the salon of our X3s, you've got the one recliner with a good size occasional table. But that chair right there pivots around. I'm going to turn the coach off here, John, now that we're back up to our travel height. And I'm going to shut the door so we don't have that Interstate 5 sound. And you will see, or you can tell from our really nice microphone system here that John's got me wearing, that it's much quieter in the coach. And that's another part of the Prevost chassis. You're not in an RV, you are in a bus conversion. Dig on that. All right. Yes, got a TV above here. You got a 50-inch above the cockpit. It's still there. A lot of people are like, why do you still put... Well, you know what? Because people, if you don't put it up there, they're going to ask for it. If you take it away, whatever. Bottom line is, you've got a really nice TV over the cockpit, and you've got this one right here that comes out. Wow, that's in there good. Brand new coach. But I really like the ability to have this come out at several different angles. You can have it here, you can have it here, or you can have it, slightly pulled out. And it's really got a robust arm behind it, and it keeps it in position, which is nice. And then when you're not using it, you hear that magnet pulls it in nice and strong. Okay, valances and styles, very nice. One of the things I like about 1369 is it really has a timeless feel to it. It's not ridiculously modern, and it's just really, I don't know if it's contemporary or what, but I really dig it. It's got a really good look. Creative storage throughout. Of course, as you know with our floor plans, I'll let you take a look at this guy right here. I always like to fold that back and push it away so that you can see that additional appliance up there. And then, John, I'll switch sides with you so that I can show off. Of course, the refrigerator is right here with freezer at the bottom. Good storage in your galley. Good sized pantry. And of course, storage above, below, and behind. Okay. Over at your dinette. And another thing that John can show you when he comes over here before we look at the bunks and the water closet is how much natural light is really in this coach. It really is beautiful. Also, we've got the right behind the driver. I think you were seeing it already, but that nice fireplace is going. And all that natural light that is achieved throughout. This is actually on the driver's side, but look at that. Isn't that nice? That's a Prevost chassis for you. All right, this is a bunk coach, and everybody loves the bunks. Here's a piece of decor that I'm not quite sure about yet. The bunks are so versatile in a marathon coach. You've seen it before. I'm going to show it to you again. The bunks can go right here. This is the normal setting for the bunks. You have the ability to turn on a light. And also, from a privacy standpoint, you can drop this shade all the way down. You can actually have it halfway down to just at a level where you have that privacy, which is really nice if that's what you want. And I believe there are shade controls in each coach for individuals who are there above or below. And then bunk down, if I hit bunk down, this bunk will go all the way down and crush those pillows, but this bunk will go all the way down. We won't go all the way down with it, but it'll go all the way down and sit on top of the lower bunk, and then you can use it for a hanger bar. You've got a 4.5-foot hanger bar up here, which is really nice, but you also have tons of closet storage. Also, I've seen people utilize this space for their pets with pet beds. But anyway, we'll leave it in the intended configuration with the bunk up to show that these are adult-sized bunks with a really nice pocket door right here to close these off, so that if you're using it for a closet or if you want to leave them open to show the bunks with the beds made, you can do so also. I do like them when they're not being used. I like them with the doors open because it adds additional dimension to this hallway because it doesn't close it in. But let's take a look at the water closet. The full bath here is really, really nice. The tile work is really nice and modern in that shower. I like the shower caddy. All kinds of nice features in there. Beautiful floor in this coach. The poles that were selected, the hardware that's on those cabinets is really nice too. And then, John, I'm going to let you come into the bedroom and I'm going to let you pivot around because I want to show the customers or the viewers kind of another angle to this and why Marathon does certain things. So let's look at it. We want to let's close the bath door. So we're going to close the bath door, which is right here. So I'm in the hallway, bunks are right here on my right-hand side or on the driver's side, and on the curb side or the patio side, you've got the water closet or the full bath. So I've got this closed off. Now, one thing I can do is I can go bed door, and I can close the bedroom door off. As you see, it's mirrored, which is nice, which adds additional dimension to the bedroom. So now we're closed off, but as part of what we call the master suite, you can get in and out of the water closet from this secondary door. And that's really nice because you're able to have the master suite have its own master bath. And it's blocked off not only from the hallway, but from everything else that's going on in front, including the bunks. That's really a cool feature. And also you can lock this door so that if you don't want to have people coming into the bedroom from the bathroom, you can do so. But I like how we have the ability to close it off and literally have a master suite. Now, as John will show you, and you got your standard closet space. This is a shirt closet. Lots of storage. These are really long and wide door. What am I saying here, John? Drawers. Thank you, my man. But also, 1369 still achieves the big pull down. Isn't that nice? Lots of storage can happen in that guy right there. Lots of storage. All right. Occasional sink. I call it an occasional sink. Some people call it something else. I call it an occasional sink because occasionally you can use it. The thing that is really nice about this is it's a secondary sink from the water closet that's in here. This guy has a full vanity above, below, plus you've got the additional micro mirror, towel hanger, but I really like what we've done with the fixtures in here. It really works well with the coach. That's really nice. Okay, storage underneath the 55-inch Samsung. That's smart 4K, of course. But a question that somebody brought up on the show today was they were talking about safety and being able to emergency get out of the coach. So John and I are in the back bedroom. I'll give you this shot right now. As you can see, there's enough room. You would basically take this piece of decor and pull it off of there and go right through that window with the emergency releases. So that's on both sides, front of the coach and back of the coach. So up in the salon and, of course, back here in the bedroom. John right there is giving you a good shot of what happens behind the mattress with that emergency exit. So the bed, as you can see, is articulated all the way up. We do that for a couple of reasons. You're not using it, it stows very nicely up there. But when this slide is all the way in and the bed is all the way up, you can still achieve getting to that rear closet. I'm going to switch sides with John and be able to show you that rear closet right now because it adds not just storage but additional dimension and a lot of dimension to the coach. And you see how this is a double fold, so it'll go like that, and then you pull that open, and now your closet is open all the way. Bam. So in that rear closet, and it's a good size, as you see, I'm standing up in here. Now, one of the cool things is, you see this stool? This is a place for you to get ready. You can get dressed up in here. It's just an additional stool that's been provided for the customer to have back here to dress, to get ready if they want to get up in here. There's a lot of, there's literally 8 drawers here, you guys, and they're by no means small. That stool was supposed to go over here. You know what? It is. However, I like it back here for this reason exactly. For if I've got shoes in here, I can be up in here in the shoes because, as you can see, there's enough room up in this closet to literally make it your getting ready area. That's what I like about it. But John points out that this stool is for what you would call that occasional sink. Me personally, I would never have this stool out there because it would take up too much room on the bedroom floor. The 4-foot hanger here, you got 2 and 2 in a dog leg or a 90 degree, and then you've got an 8 to 10 inch hanger right here, which behind the washer dryer, which provides for long hang there. But you also have this stacking Ascos here, the washer dryer back in this closet. But I like this because it literally can serve as a getting ready area. There's a big deck up here. You can set your clothes up here when you're getting ready. Yeah, so that's why I like to have this stool up here in the closet. Very cool. And then if you're going to use it as a closet, you can just close the door like that, and no one will see your get ready stuff. Dig it? I knew that you could. All right, let's move our way back out. I will open the bath door. Oh, that's the bed door. Let's open the, where are we? The bath door. Reopen this bath door as we make our way out. And I'll let John get a good shot of this floor, because the floor tile goes so well with the entire style of this coach. It's a real glossy, shiny, large tile. Those are 12 by 2s, guys. Those are big tiles, and they really look good in this coach. Just really well done, even down to the decor, which should not ever be overlooked. Sometimes I'm a fan of decor, sometimes I'm not. In this coach, I really am. This always reminds me of wanting orange juice in the morning. I don't know. Other than that, John, I'll let you take a look at the driver's cockpit area, because the dash and the actual motif of that cockpit goes so well with the rest of the style of this coach. It's got that gray and black zebrano. I call it, it's like a zebrano wood, which is probably not technically right, but hey, what are we going to do here? Beautiful coach. Coach 1369. It's an X3 double slide, and I wish the owners safe travels in this coach, and a big congratulations to the new owners of 1369. It's a fantastic coach. It's so dynamic from the outside. You know, you drive around the United States and you see these coaches on the road, whether it be an X3 like this one or an H3. They're just really cool to look at when they're driving. And we don't get to see that a lot on the Marathon Monday show, but when we do get to see them out in the wild driving, it's just really a thing that still captivates me, watching the coaches drive, because they're really a dynamic look on the highways. Anyway, 1369, a big thanks to everyone at Marathon who built this coach, because it sure is a beautiful one. Off to the next. We're going to be looking at 1370, right, John? We're going to be looking at 1370 coming up. We've looked at it a couple of times in the last couple of weeks. It is in audit right now. So in 2 to 3 weeks, we will have a reveal show, maybe a little bit less than 3 weeks. We'll have a reveal show of 1370. A lot of you have given me feedback on that paint job on 1370. Beautiful custom paint job. So looking forward to that one. Be yourself and do good things. I'm going to get out of here for the day. Big thanks for John for following me around, Coach 1369 this morning. I will see you guys next Monday. Take care.